Assalamu alaikum, good morning. Are you hearing me, students? Please reply. Students, are you hearing me? Please reply so that I can understand that you can easily hear my voice. Okay, Nawal, very good of you. So I'm waiting for other students for 1 minute. After that, I will start my lecture. Zubia, you are not hearing me? What happened? Check your net connection, please. Other students, please reply so that I can understand. Hurry up, reply. Zubia, why are you not hearing properly? Nawal, tell me again, please. And other students, Khadija and Sundas, please reply. Are you hearing me clearly? Okay, Khadija, very good of you. Zubia, kindly check your net connection because other students are hearing me. I'm waiting for other students. Hope you have uh, done the class test 3 yesterday. All of you have done, and you have got the good marks because it was very easy. Still some time is left. Those who have not done it, those who have not submitted it, kindly complete it and submit because there is only half an hour left for the submission of the class test. Okay. Don't get worried about your attendance. I have already told you many times that I will mark your attendance. So please don't get worried and don't write your names with the present word in the chat box. And don't open your cameras, please. Nawal, Shayan, Sundar, Zubia, please turn off your cameras because I don't need these things. Shayan Ahmad, turn off your camera. Shayan Ahmad, are you listening? Hurry up, turn off your cameras. I want to start my lecture. This is English Literature lecture again. I am Mrs. Akshin Imran. This is lecture number 55. And this is the second part of the role of women in Pakistan's creation and development. Okay. Yesterday we have done the first part of the same topic. And now I am going to discuss the second part of the role of women in the creation of Pakistan and development. First of all, I want to give you a quick review. Those who have not attended yesterday, that actually there was uh, an assignment given to the students of a school, and they have to collect the information about different women who had done great struggle in the creation of Pakistan. They have divided the task, and Some students have given the collected the information about different women, and then they have presented in the classroom. Was their project and the assignment for the presentations. Okay, so two of the students have submitted the have uh, collected the information about Muhtarma Fatma Jina. You know her very well, the younger sister of Qaida Muhammad Ali Jina, and Begum Rana Liaquat Ali Khan, who was the wife of our Prime Minister Liaquat Ali Khan. Okay, we have discussed the details about those two women in the previous lecture yesterday. Those who have not attended the lecture yesterday, kindly go through the video which I have already uploaded on the in the Google Classroom, so you can get the information from there. Now I'm going to discuss the role of other women here in this lecture. Don't write anything for your attendance, please. Don't write anything in the chat box. I will give you the time at the end of my lecture. If you have got any queries, any confusions, any questions, you will ask me at the end. Okay. Now I am starting my lecture from the information collected by another student about Begum Jahan Ara Shahnawaz. Okay. Begum Jahan Ara Shahnawaz was also the famous woman, and she had done a lot during the struggle for the establishment of Pakistan. You should remember the correct spelling of her name as well as her date of birth and date of death. The first one is always the date of birth, and the second one is date of death. 1896 was her date of birth and 1979 was her date of death. Okay, you can see the picture here. Now, Begum Jahan Ara Shahnawaz represented the Muslim women at the three roundtable conferences held in London. You should know about roundtable conferences. These are the very important conferences, and they held in London. These are three number, first, second, and third. I don't remember their year, I think, but I'm not confirmed. 1930, 1931, and 1932. They all are held in London. I think you all have studied about these conferences in your social studies lessons. Okay, so Begum Jahara Shah Nawaz was the woman who represented the Muslim women at the three roundtable conferences, and she actually in her speeches there, she informed the people about the problems faced by the Muslim women in British India. Now, she was the first woman to make a speech in London's Guildhall. That was a famous area, famous hall of London, and it was known as London's Guildhall. And she was the first woman to make a speech. You know that at those times, the women were not taking the education and they were not allowed to take part in the activities or in the political activities. But she was the first woman who went there in London and make a speech in front of the many of the men there. Okay. She also traveled widely. Widely means she traveled to many countries. Okay. And explained to the people of other countries why the Muslims in India wanted a separate state. You all know that the Muslims in the British India, they were not having in any favor from the British government, because British government was supporting the Hindus and they were favoring the Hindus only. They were not doing anything for the Muslims, women and men as well, and Muslims were in very much difficulties at that time. And because of that, the Muslims were struggling for the establishment of a separate state for them, because they have different culture, religion, traditions, everything was different. Actually, Muslims were a separate nation. So they wanted a separate state to live freely according to their religion and the customs and the faith. So she had done a lot at that time. And when she traveled to different countries, she explained to the people there that why the Muslims in India wanted a separate state because they were in very much difficulties. So she explained the reasons for the Muslims why they wanted a separate state. Now here you can see that resource used for gathering information is written here. The presenter was Razia and she has collected the information from newspapers. You know that newspapers is a very I can say that very important source of collecting the information about anything. I hope you are understanding and you are taking interest as well because it is a very important lesson. Little bit information about different women is given here in the lessons. If you want to collect more information, you can get from the net. Now I come to the next woman here, uh, who is also most famous, but she was not in the famous before the establishment of Pakistan or before the creation of Pakistan. You all know that Pakistan has taken the independence or got independence in 1947. Okay, so she has not done anything before the creation of Pakistan, but she was very much popular and she has done a lot for Pakistan. When the Pakistan has been created, after that she has done a lot. Her name is Professor Anita Ghulam Ali. Professor, the word professor shows that she was a teacher. Okay. Anita Ghulam Ali, you should learn the spelling of her name properly. Again, you should see the date of birth, 1934, and the date of death is 2014. It means she has died recently. Okay, now it was the picture of Professor Anita Ghulam Ali. She was the most famous woman, one of the most famous women who has done a lot for Pakistan. She was a popular newscaster of the English news and a well known teacher of her time. Actually, she was very much good in English, and because of that, she was a very popular newscaster of the English news. She uh, uh, was famous when she was uh, telling us the news of English, and she was a well known teacher of her time as well. She also wrote several articles and books because of her knowledge about different topics. She has written many articles and books. Articles means the topics, or you can say some presentations type things, or articles are 2 or 3 pages notes about some different topics. She served twice. Twice means 2 times. She served twice as the Sindh Minister of Education. Because of her great work in the field of education, she was uh, selected as the Sindh Minister of Education twice. It means 2 times. In addition to being the Minister of Culture, Science and Technology, she has also taken the post of Minister of Culture, Science and Technology as well, and Youth and Sports. It means she was very much versatile in nature or in personality, and because of that, she has been selected for these posts. That's in Minister of Education, then Minister of Culture, Science and Technology, and Youth and Sports. Any one of you, if you want to ask any question, please ask at the end of the lecture so that there will be no disturbance between the lecture. Professor Anita Ghulam Ali was also the founding manager of the Sindh Education Foundation. She has founded uh, uh, an education system or organization which was known as Sindh Education Foundation. and he was the founding manager of that Sindh Education Foundation, because she wanted to do a lot for the education system of Pakistan, or you can say the education system of Sindh. It was actually the Sindh Education Foundation was working under the government of Sindh. Okay, under her leadership, the foundation played a remarkable role in promoting quality education. When she was the head or she was the manager of that foundation played a very important role in promoting quality education, so that quality education can be given to different students. And one more thing which this foundation played a role, which is very important, is that in bringing many out of the school children to school. It means many children who did not want to take admissions in different schools, when they found that the education system has been improved and quality education has been provided to the students, so they have they got admissions in the school, and this has been done in the rural areas of Sindh. Okay, that means from the village. The government of Pakistan recognized her tremendous contribution. Tremendous means very big contribution to the cause of education. She has done a lot. Um, you can say, served the whole years of her life for the cause of education. And because of that, government of Pakistan recognized her contributions in the field of education, and she was awarded the prizes, and the first one was Pride of Performance. Pride of Performance is a great award given by the government of Pakistan, the best award. She was awarded this award, Pride of Performance. And the one more, Sitara Imtiaz. Sitara Imtiaz is also one of the famous awards given by the government of Pakistan, and she has received these two awards for her lifetime contribution to education. She has done a lot for the cause of education, for the improvement of education, and because of that, she was awarded the two important prizes. The Pride of Performance, you should remember these names, and remember how to write them. Pride, P capital, of O is small. Now for performance, P is capital. Remember how to write Pride of Performance. And the second one is Sitara, A, Imtiaz. S is capital, and you can see that dash, hyphen, E hyphen is written in between. Then Imtiaz, I is capital. Okay. And remember that she got these two awards for her lifetime contribution in education. Now, the presenter for this information was Ahmad, and the resource used for gathering information is internet smartphone. If you remember, Ahmad has told in the beginning of the lesson that he has got the smartphone of his uncle, so he used that to collect the information about Professor Anita Ghulam Ali. I hope you are understanding everything very clearly. Now I come to the next one, Bilqis Bano Eidi. Bilqis Bano Eidi, you all know that Eidi is the most famous popular name all over the world as well. In Pakistan, he is the most famous person. You all know that. Yes, he was a person who has done a lot for the people of Pakistan as well as the people outside the country, and he was a renowned, that means a famous social worker. You all know him very well. Now he died, and we all missed him a lot. He had done a great job for the people of Pakistan, for their health, for providing the health facilities, for providing the shelter to the homeless people. And Bilqis Banu Idi was the wife of Abdul Sattar Idi. You all know his full name, Abdul Sattar Idi. And now we are discussing about the information about Bilqis Banu Idi, who is the wife of Abdul Sattar Idi. Now she's the widow because Abdul Sattar Idi has died, and she was still alive, Alhamdulillah, and it was the date of birth of Bilqis Banu Idi, 1947. Okay, you should learn the spelling of her name very properly. Now, she has done a lot with when Abdul Sattar he was alive, but now she was the whole soul caretaker of his works. She is a philanthropist who is also trained as a professional nurse. Actually, philanthropist means who are the persons who are helping others in the form of money or different ways. You can say that. Philanthropist, uh, again, I'm telling you what is a philanthropist. It means a person who helps other persons in the form of money. Okay, mostly it is called that they are giving money to help other people. Okay, who is also trained as a professional nurse. She was also a trained nurse as well as professional nurse. You know, you should know that what is a nurse. You know that nurse is the person who takes care of the patients in the hospitals mostly, and nurses are trained as well because they know how to treat the patient, how to handle the patient, or how to take care of the patient properly. So she was also a professional nurse. She is the widow of Abdul Sattar Idi. I have already told you that she is the widow. Widow means a lady whose husband has died. And you all know Abdul Sattar Idi very well, who was a renowned social worker. Okay, social worker, it means the person who helps other people without any favor. It means he does not take any money to work for others. She now heads the ED Foundation. You know that Abdul Sattar ED has founded ED Foundation, and it works for the help of the people, for providing them food, clothes, shelter, and health services, medical certificates, services. So she is now the head of the ED Foundation, which provides nationwide support. Nationwide means all over the nation, all over the country. No, they don't work only in Karachi, but they work all over the country. Okay, so which provides nationwide support and care to the public, such as shelter. Shelter means homes. Okay, that means there are many homeless people living in our country, so they provide them homes. That means the shelter here to live there, shelter homes, and ambulance services. Ambulance services is the very much famous facility provided by the ED Foundation. You know that the patients have to travel from the homes to the hospitals, as well as they have to um, go from one area to another, and they are some people are living very much far from the hospitals. So the ED ambulance services is very much helpful for those patients to send them or to reach them as soon as uh, in the hospitals. Okay, and if you know, he has also got the helicopters to provide the ambulance services from one city to another. Now she has done a lot. Abdul Sattar Idi had done a lot in his life. Now she was continuing the work of Abdul Sattar Idi. She has received Hilal-e-Imtiaz from the government of Pakistan. Now, government of Pakistan has recognized her contribution in the field of help for the different for the public. So she has received an award which is known as Hilal-e-Imtiaz. Now remember how to write Hilal-e-Imtiaz and learn its spelling. H is capital, and you can see that hyphen E hyphen I is capital for Imtiaz. From the government of Pakistan in recognition of her tireless efforts for the betterment of the society. She has done everything for the betterment of the society, for the people of Pakistan. So, because of her efforts, continued efforts, for the people of Pakistan, the government of Pakistan recognized her efforts and gave her an honor, an award, which is known as Hilal Imtiaz. She has also been named the mother of Pakistan. She has also been called the mother of Pakistan from different people of Pakistan. Okay, don't get disturbed with mother of Pakistan and Madre Millat. Madre Millat um, was the title of Muhtarama Fatma Jinnah, and that means the mother of the nation. Here you can see that the difference in the title. It is mother of Pakistan. Muhtarama Fatma Jinnah was called mother of the nation. Okay, remember this point. Now the presenter was Alia. If you remember, Alia was the head of the group members, and the resource used for gathering information was magazines, journals, and books. Were the different sources from which Alia has collected the information about Bilqis Bano EB. Okay, I hope you have understood till here. After the presentations, the teacher appreciated the effort the students had put in and invited everyone to comment on the presentations. Now they have collected the informations. After that, they have the teacher had given the chance to comment on the presentations. Sadia stood up and commented that the information about these women had inspired her to dream big and to work for the nation. Now, Sadia, a student there, she commented after the presentation about the information that when she knew about the information about these women, she was so much inspired that she also wanted to do something for the nation. The teacher then asked a few students to share their future dreams with the class. And after that, the teacher has given the chance to the students to discuss their future dreams with the class, what they want to be in the future. Mariam shared that she wanted to be an educationist like Anita Ghulam Ali. She was very much inspired by Professor Anita Ghulam Ali, so she wanted to be an educationist. And her grandmother, who was also an educationist, because her grandmother was also an educationist, it means she has done a lot in the field of education. She expressed her wish to work for the improvement of female education. Now, Mariam wanted to do something for the improvement of female education next. Hira told her class fellows that she wanted to be a philanthropist like Bilqis Sibi. Hira wanted to be like Bilqis Sibi, a philanthropist. It means she wants the people, she wants to help the people by giving money and wanted to protect girls from all troubles. She also wanted to help the girls and to protect them from the troubles and the difficulties. Daniel added that, like Abdul Sattar Idi, he would like to help all human beings in trouble. Daniel gave his idea or his future dream that he wanted to be like Abdul Sattar Idi, and he wanted to help the human beings who are in trouble. The teacher was very happy to see the enthusiasm of the future leaders of the country. The teacher was very happy when she listened to their future dreams and their presentations, their hard work, and she became very happy because she thought that these students were the future leaders of our country, and our country will be safe in the hands of these future leaders. Now, quick review. I'm giving you a quick review. Begum Jahara Shah Nawaz. Begum Jahara Shah Nawaz represented the Muslim women at the three roundtable conferences held in London. I have already told you at that time Muslim women were not having the permissions. So she was the first woman to take a speech in London's Guildhall. Now, I want to give you some points about Professor Anita Ghulam Ali. Professor Anita Ghulam Ali was a popular newscaster of the English news. She served twice as the Sindh Minister of Education. Remember, twice means two times. She also served as the Minister of Culture, Minister of Science and Technology, and Minister of Youth and Sports. It means she was very much versatile in personality, so she has been assigned to do different things for the people of Sindh, and because of that, she had assigned different posts. Professor Anita Ghulam Ali was the founding manager of the Sindh Education Foundation, Government of Sindh. She was the head of this foundation, and it was under the supervision of Government of Sindh. She was awarded the Pride of Performance and Sitara Imtiaz for her lifetime contribution to education. She has been awarded two awards, Pride of Performance and Sitara Imtiaz for her lifetime contribution to education. Remember these two awards taken by Professor Anita Ghulam Ali. Now, some points about Bilqis Banu Idi. Bilqis Banu Idi is a philanthropist and a professional nurse. I have already told you about these two things, philanthropist and the nurse as well. She is the widow of a renowned social worker, Abdul Sattar Idi. You all know him very well. Now, some more points about Bilqis Banu Idi. Bilqis Banu Idi heads the Idi Foundation, which provides services to the public. Different services have been provided by Idi Foundation. You all know that very well. She was awarded the Hilal Imtiaz for her tireless efforts for the betterment of the society. She has also awarded by Government of Pakistan, and the award's name was Hilal Imtiaz, and you know that she is the head of the foundation now, which provides medical facilities, homes, shelter, food, clothes, everything to the public or to the people who are in trouble. I hope you have understood everything very well. Now I have put some review questions here. I want you to write the answers in the chat box. Now, first of all, I'm reading these questions. Where was the three round table conferences held? It means you have to write the name of the place. What was the profession of Professor Anita Ghulam Ali? Which awards were given to Professor Anita Ghulam Ali? You have to write the name of the awards. Who was Abdul Sattar Idi? Very easy question. Which award was given to Bilqis Banu Idi? You have to write the name of the award taken by Bilqis Banu Idi. You all know that these awards were given by the government of Pakistan for their contributions in their own fields. Now I am giving you only 1 minute. Note down these questions, then start writing the answers. After that, I will reply to your answers. Okay? I hope you have understood everything very clearly. And if you may have missed any of the point, please, when I will upload the video, then go through this video and then you will get more points. If you want to ask anything, you can ask me at the end or in the chat box. You can ask me. Now this is your time to reply me the answers. Very easy. Yes, Khadija Rajdag has given me the first answer. The three roundtable conference held in London. Very good. Nawal, very good. In London. Khadija has given me another answer. Professor Anita Ghulam Ali was the founding manager of Sindh Education Foundation. This is not her profession. You have to tell me about her profession. Ahmad Mukhtar Abdul Sattar ED was a renowned social worker. Very good. Shahir Alam London. Very good. Professor Anita Ghulam Ali was an English newscaster. Nawala Abed, this is not her profession. Another thing was written about her. Can you tell me that? Shahir Alam, yes, you have given me the right answer. She was a teacher. Very good of you. She was a teacher. Actually, her profession was that she was a teacher. Khadija Raza, she was awarded the Pride of Performance and Sitara Imtiaz. Very good. Um, now tell me other answers. Uh, I'm waiting for your answers because you are giving me very good answers. I'm very happy that you have listened me very carefully. Very good of you. Now I will upload the video of this lecture as well after the lecture completion. So if you have missed any of the point, we'll go through that video and try to understand whatever you have missed. Because some of you have joined me very late, so please be there on time so that you will not miss any part of the lecture. Hamad Mukhtar, she was given Hilal Imtiaz, very good of you. You have given me the right answer. Now, other people, I am waiting for you. Abdul Sattar EV runs ambulance network along with various homeless shelters, animal shelters. Very good, Mishal. Shahir Alam Abdul Sattar EV was a social worker. Very good. Very good of you that you have given me right answers. Yes. Give me other answers. I'm waiting for you. And Naval enthusiasm means when the person is doing very intense work or you can say जोश और खरोच से काम करना. Okay. Khadija Razak Bilqis Banu Idi was awarded Hilal Imtiaz. Very well, very good. Okay, Nawal, have you understood? Okay. When somebody, if someone is doing the work with a lot of interest and intensity, okay. Mishal, very good of you. Hilal Imtiaz award given to Bilqis Banu Idi, very good of you. Now I am waiting for other replies, but before that, I want to tell you that only some minutes are left for the submission of the class test. If any one of you have not submitted the class test 3, so please go to the Google Classroom and attempt it now because only one response will be accepted. If you will do it again and again, then they will not be accepted. Bilqis Bano Idi was awarded Hilal Imtiaz. Nawal, very good of you, very good answer. Now I want to tell you that please submit the assignments on time. I will upload the assignment today. So please do it within the time limit given to you. And I hope you have understood everything. Now the time is going to be over. I want to stop here. Okay, we will meet inshallah on Friday in our morning class. Okay, I hope you have understood everything very well. Now, Allah Hafiz.